It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bengals and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. Man, this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, it's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job.
Coming out throwing is Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. Touch the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They kick the running back in motion. First down, Burrow to throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now they face 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
3rd and long for him here. Avoids the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks
one in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason, and we're off on EA Sports. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Now second down throw for Burrow. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. The Bears have Velus Jones deep to return. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth, but potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First and 10. On the give, it's Swift. Will be brought down inside the 25. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Swift to the 5-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. With that, let's get a look at the Bears draft class for 2024. Obviously, highlighted by those 2 top 10 picks, both from what was the Pac-12. Caleb Williams at number 1, Rome Odunze at number 9. Chicago trying to jumpstart this offense that finished 27th in passing in 2023. He'll try to run, and it's Johnson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Roschon Johnson, touchdown Bears. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down, taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
And that is no good again. It'll be his second missed extra point of this afternoon. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Charlie Jones now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to possess the football for the second time. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Back to the former Patriot and Dolphin Mike Gesicki. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the free agent signee from Indy. It's Zach Moss. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it.
3rd and short. You think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Off he goes.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, he coughs up the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's Austin McNamara now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get this up to the 44. Sam Hubbard, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here, another run by Swift. He's got it. That's a 1st down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line. Throwing is Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's a short throw caught by Kmet. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll go right back to Kmet. He's got it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field in that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground with Moss. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now, Burrow. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are inside the 30-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Now Williams. Toward the sideline, he's got Allen.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bears will open up a 9-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Trevion Williams to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. A run with Moss to begin the drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They go once more with Moss. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here's a third down and 4. Burrow now. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. He fumbled the football. The Bears have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On the give, here's Swift. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 3rd and 5. To throw is Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
You could just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Here's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From a little closer, here's second and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
And that is no good again. It'll be his second missed extra point of this afternoon. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Travion Williams. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second down, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Now, Burrow. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
On the return is Jones. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate, and an opportunity for a big shot, you end up falling short. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Johnson. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Homer. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A run here with Homer. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? And he will fight his way to the end zone. Travis Homer, touchdown Bears. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Burrow. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They go play action for Burrow. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a clinic tape as far as how do you rush the quarterback. From all three levels, their ability to get the quarterback on the ground is pretty remarkable, and it's still early here in the game, and if this offense doesn't get going here and protect the quarterback, we could be looking at a record-setting performance.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And now another extra point off the mark. 3 misses on extra points in this game alone. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run over center with Moss. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Now a 3rd and 2. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This one, returnable. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Out comes the #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of of the Chicago offense. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll run. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
One-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They face second down and 7. Now Brown. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4. Now Browning. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Pettis now to return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his big target, Everett. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
First and 10 now from the 36. A give, and here's Johnson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. 2nd and 7. Now, faking the give. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Browning. You'll find Brown out of the backfield.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Downfield. He's got his receiver, Irwin. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Browning. That one taken in by Burton. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing, Browning. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Browning. That's complete to all the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Browning now. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Browning. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This one from just under 50 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position. A short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. They'll run here with Brown. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. A carry here for Brown. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, it's Brown. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be one sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set this stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bengals are able to cut into the deficit. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll go again with Johnson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Everett. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On the give, it's Johnson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Third down and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
3rd and long. On the ground, it's Evans. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Back to throw. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now Browning. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Bears have it. Past the 40. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. It's been 2 weeks and 2 strong performances in this preseason so far. The backup's going to try to finish things off here. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Pass is caught. It's Tyler another stop. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
On is Santos for the PAT. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Browning. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's taken in, and he's going to have the Bengals 1st down, and it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. Here's Browning. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Another run here with Johnson. Ooh. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a fourth down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, am I better off having my punter attempt that pass and catch the defense off guard, or just keep my offense on the field?
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Browning. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Jermaine Burton, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. To throw, it's Browning. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Browning now in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A run here with Johnson. To the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Roschon Johnson. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Santos for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far, so they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. Back to throw, Browning. That's complete to all the tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You could tell pretty quickly that when this quarterback decided to pull it down himself, Mike, he knew exactly where that 1st down marker was. That's a great effort. He didn't get it by much, but it's a good spot, and it gets him the 1st down.
Throwing now from the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Bears offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's a short throw caught by Komet. On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That is hard. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 90 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears add on to their already sizable lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bengals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now it's Johnson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Not much there, maybe a yard. He'll try the right side with Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Browning. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Bears. As they move to 2-0 in this preseason, getting that 2nd win here in Week 2. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.